So I decided to fabricate up a quick and dirty porch rail here. Went up to the lumber store and got some lumber this morning. I thought about making this out of some used lumber, but I just decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and get me some good pressure treated stuff. I bought a bunch of plastic rails like this from one of my friends. Had done some porch work and they had some left over up under the porch there. I got for $1 a piece. So I'm just going to build the frame and then put them little plastic rails up along it. So that's what we're in the midst of right at the moment. You are welcome to sit here and watch me as I mosey along with that there. Huh?
Got little bananas.
Yes, we have some bananas.
Some bananas.
You want to show the YouTubers?
This little tiny baby one.
Show me. Show us. Oh, look. Yes, we have some bananas.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Those don't, be careful, there's a bee up on that.
Yeah, I like the pods.
Yeah, I like the pods too.
That's more than we've had before.
Yeah, well, there's another pod in there.
I know. Where? Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah,
That's the first time we've gotten 2 pods.
yeah. Those are not edible bananas, but they're still cool. I'm telling you, I'm saying that for the benefit of the YouTubers. Yeah. Yeah.
Bigger and bigger.
So since you're down there, can you hand me a few of those sticks that are under there, the little white pieces?
These?
No, the little white plastic pieces. Maybe 2 or 3. Hand me 2 or 3. So I don't know if I actually talked much about what I was doing yesterday, but what I'm doing is something sort of like this. These are old porch rails here that were left over. At a certain point, I bought a bunch of this plastic fence rail stuff from Bill, and it was leftover stuff that he had. And I put some up here, and I had some of these, and I thought, well, I'll put some of these up here. That was just a temporary rail, as this was the same thing, just a little temporary piece of rail that I put on this little small section of porch here, just to keep, you know, somebody from wandering out of the house and falling off the porch. Well, when I extended it back here, I thought it'd be nice to have a rail, but man, with the cost of lumber nowadays, I don't know. Well, a friend had some porch rails that they had left over from some project that they had, and she said, you know, $10 and you can have all of them. Turns out there's 47 of these, and I hadn't even counted how many of these. I'm guessing maybe about 30, and these are like an inch shorter. You notice the end down there. Then we had a couple of these with the odd cuts on them. I found one more of those over there. So the way this works is this will be, one side of this will be the top of the porch rail, the other side will be the bottom, and these things will fit in between, sort of like that. And basically I put a screw through the end of each one. That will be on the outside so that this will stand up. I will put a few more screws through the bottom of here, because on this one, it's the strength, a lot of the strength is going to come from how well it's attached to that edge, because unlike like out in the front, I have these 4x4 posts that are sunk in concrete, and they come up, and the porch rail is on that, so they're actually anchored into the ground. Unless I decide to change things, these won't be anchored in the ground, so they're going to need to be anchored to the side of this pretty well. When I say the side of this, I'm talking about the underside of this, like back down in here. So first part of that is making sure that these are well attached, so that when I screw them down into the beam below them, it won't be something that could easily be knocked over if someone leans up against it. The other thing I'll probably do is I probably will run somewhere along in here something that goes, see my filter and canister and everything is right here, and I don't want a beam that runs down there, but I could put one out here and literally run something to the ground. Like I've got some leftover, I bought a few extra 2x4 studs over there, and I could like anchor one side to the back of that, but we don't know yet because we haven't got that far along.